in beautiful North Carolina with thousands of proud, hard-working American patriots. That's what you are, American patriots. Wanted in a record double the previous record. That's not bad. New Hampshire in a record double the previous record. We actually got more ones. We won unanimously. Thank you, Virgin Islands. Beautiful place. Go to the Virgin Islands sometime. Migrant crime. We have migrant crime. We have criminals that are going around having boxing matches with our police officers. Nobody's ever seen it before. Nobody. We have tough people coming in, and you know that. And they're coming in from jails and prisons. The remainder of Michigan, and I will tell you in advance what just happened. Millions of illegal aliens into our country, yet Crooked Joe is fighting the state of Texas to stop them from defending our border. Last week, a beautiful 22-year-old nursing student in Georgia, Laken Riley, I spoke to her parents, the most magnificent people, devastated. And I mean, honestly, I hope they don't hear me say it. They can never be the same. They can never be the same. She was barbarically attacked while she was out on her morning run. She ran to keep herself in great shape. She was a nursing student, the #1 best. She's just brutally, you read about it, it's a big story now. She was brutally assaulted, horrifically beaten, kidnapped, and savagely murdered. Almost beyond recognition. Can you imagine this? The monster charged in her death is an illegal alien migrant who was led into the country and released into our communities by Crooked Joe Biden. We had him locked out. It was very hard to get into our country 3 years ago. Now, it's real easy. It's real easy. The monster charged in her death is an illegal alien migrant who was led into the country and released into our... They've taken people out of their mental institutions and insane asylums. You know what that is? That's... Somebody said, what's the difference? I said, insane asylums. Not one more innocent American life should be lost to migrant crime. Gotta stop it. It's a new category, migrant crime. We call it Biden migrant crime, but frankly, it's too long. So we call it migrant crime. I came up with that name because I come up with a lot of good names, don't I? But you know, it's migrant crime. It's a whole new category of crime, and it's probably going to be more vicious than anything we've seen. On day one of my administration, I will terminate every open border policy of the Biden administration, and we will begin the largest domestic deportation operation in American history, because we have no choice. We have no choice. He should drop all charges against me. You know, every one of these 91 counts, they're not 91 counts. They're not legit. They're Biden counts. He worked with Fani, even though it's spelled Fanny, F-A-N-I, Fani. How about that one? How about that one with her lover? Nathan Wade, her lover. Let's go get Trump. Because if they go after Trump, they can pay him more money. And then she can take beautiful trips on the sea, beautiful trips to foreign islands. Her and her lover, they have such a good time. They should all be dropped. And they worked closely with the Department of Justice. You know, he went there. Every time the radical left Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me, I consider it a great badge of honor. I'm being indicted for you. I am. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I stand before you today not only as your past and hopefully future president, but as a proud political dissident and as a public enemy of a rogue regime. This is a rogue and dangerous machine. This is a anti-democratic machine. These people are thugs and they're bullies. And what they've done to people, you heard the hostages singing. That was hostages They're the J6 hostages, I call them, because they are hostages. They're policemen, they're firemen, they're accountants. They're lawyers in some cases. They're put in jail for extended periods of time, for very long periods of time. They're hostages. Now, but the people understand it because I can talk about it. I have a voice, I can talk about it. We had the thing, an incredible gentleman who I saw about 4 years ago, and he went to a town hall meeting. He was not a politician. He's been an unbelievable Lieutenant Governor, Mark Robinson. I heard him, and by the way, his wife is much more lovely than he is, I can tell you that, and she's my friend. Thank you, darling, for being here. But, you know, I heard him coming in on the plane. I was listening, and I said to the people on the plane, watch this. This is Martin Luther King on steroids, okay? Now, I told that to Mark. I said, I think you're better than Martin Luther King. I think you are Martin Luther King ×2. And he looked at me, and I wasn't sure, was he angry because that's a terrible thing to say, or was he complimented? I have never figured it out. Too big to rig. Get everyone you know to the polls so we can trounce Haley. If she's I haven't heard about her in about a week. Has anybody know? She was going around every show, Donald Trump, this and that. That wasn't working too well. No, we don't care about that. You have to get out the vote because we have to send big numbers up for November 5th. We have to let them know that we're a freight train and we're going and we're not stopping. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you, North Carolina. Go out and vote. God bless you all. God bless you. God bless you all. Thank you.
It's about focusing and preparing and being effective in November. There's not a philosophical divide or, an issue divide on those types of things. This is purely on getting the party ready to win in November.
I have voted for him, like Tim said, every single time. The minute he came down the escalator with Melania and started talking about securing our border, I was like, this man makes sense, everything that he says makes sense.
Yeah, it was a little lonely. It was more of a stark contrast than I thought it was going to be. I thought there would maybe be a couple of others. I didn't like the way that Trump handled himself after the last election, and really that's the whole of it. I think that there's a level of professionalism that should be expected from a former president or a sitting president, and I don't think he showed it after the last election cycle. And if he's on the ballot in the fall, I'll probably still vote for him because I believe in conservative values, and I think that I agree with most of his values more than I would agree with President Biden or their other nominee, if one happens to be.
Nice to meet you. Alabama for Trump, baby.
Got your hats here. That's what's up. I stand with Trump. That's what's up. That's what's up. Get your t-shirts, hats here. You need some Trump here. Cash government accepted. Half blind out here.
He has this really cool Trump shirt that says, "The good."
We are coming to support a man that has been brave enough to withstand all kinds of persecution. And I love him. I don't care what anybody says about him. I freaking love him. And he's doing a lot for our country, and all these people see it. But the rest of the Dems, they don't see it.